Hard swim, everyone.
The plan is to win.
On the bike.
Given the calibre of runners, I'm hoping for a solo day. Ideally, I will get to the front on the bike and then stay at the front.
Till the finish.
Till the finish, yeah. Until I cross the line. Yeah, hopefully. So yeah, actually, with this race, I think, so looking at the other women that are racing, a lot of them are actually really good runners, especially in the heat. I probably should outbike most of them, and the gaps on the swim shouldn't be very big because of the current. So I'm kind of hoping that I'll be fairly near the front coming out, just because I think like the most that the swim gap will be probably like 3 minutes, and even that, I think a couple of the strong swimmers that were on the start list I don't actually think are racing, as far as I can tell from Instagram. But so I think like I should be fairly near the front coming out the swim. Then I want to basically try and do what I did in Kona but not die on the last 20k. So I'm going to be aiming for that kind of power, but to try and basically try and hold it the whole way, which I think should put me in a pretty good place bike-wise. And then run-wise, I am gonna be aiming, I think I'm gonna start relatively conservative just because of the heat. So I'm probably just gonna start somewhere between like 4:10, 4:15 pace and sort of see what happens. But I think with the training that I've done, as long as it's not like mega hot, I reckon I should be able to run around 3 hours. It's Ironman, who knows? We'll see what happens. I want to be able to just put together another overall good race and just kind of build on Kona, build on the fact that I've got a bit more running in the legs now. I've basically got 2 extra long runs that I've done. So yeah, hopefully just see what I can do and see where the body's at. Super long day of travel, finally made it. Yeah, always ends up being a little bit more faffy than you think, but yeah, flight was actually smooth. We then had like an hour waiting for bags at Cancun, which is a bit annoying, and then I had a shuttle down to the port to get a ferry, which it was absolutely pissing it down with rain, so all the roads were like under like a foot of water, so that was quite an interesting journey. But thankfully I had a taxi driver that wanted to not just sit in the traffic, so we spent most of our time in the hard shoulder and not really on the road. But yeah, made it. Missed this 7 o'clock ferry by like 5 minutes. So yeah, I had to wait for the 8 o'clock ferry, but all good. And then yeah, walked from the ferry to get to my Airbnb because it's nice and close. And now yeah, finally made it. It's now 9:30 this Cozumel time, which is, I think we're 5 hours behind, so I think it's like 2:30. So yeah, long day, but hopefully sleep well tonight and yeah, kind of get over the travel, and hopefully the rain will have gone by the time I wake up tomorrow. Made it, sun's come out, sort of, and yeah, it's beautiful. On my way to get some breakfast. I was going to swim first, but yeah, my bike was in my Airbnb host lounge to keep it safe, and they weren't awake. So but yeah, I actually slept quite well last night. Yeah, it's good. It's definitely humid. It's not actually that hot yet, but very muggy. So nice little swim done. Ended up walking to the pool. It's probably about 20 minutes from where I'm staying. It's not too bad. And yeah, just did a like 3k little swim. Actually did a set that I did with India a couple of times in Kona, just 'cause it's a nice one. Basically all the 50s, like 16 doing 1 hard, 3 steady, 12 doing 1 hard, 2 steady, 8 doing 1 hard, 1 steady, and then 4 all hard. Yeah, that actually felt alright. Considering the travel yesterday, nice pool, quite warm, salty. Yeah, now back to build the bike, and then going on a little loop of the course. Yep, it's hot here. Just built my bike. I'm so sweaty from it. I had to replace my Blipbox battery. It's a bit faffy to get into, and yeah, absolutely dripping from it. But bike's built, bike seems good. It's all ready to go. I basically haven't really unpacked it since Kona, so yeah, all good. Now we're just gonna head out to go and look at the course. End of the ride, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's a bit hot, as you can see, very sweaty. So got a little ice cream reward. All of the flavours. Day 2 on the island. Woke up quite early this morning, but went to bed quite early, so that's fine. Went to bed at like 9, woke up sort of 5:30-ish and just kind of dozed a bit. Had a relatively chilled morning, then went for a swim in the sea. It was super choppy, like really choppy. Just one of those swims where it's like, I'm going nowhere, I feel like a terrible swimmer. So I got out quite quickly because that was literally doing nothing other than making me feel shit. And now about to go for a little ride. Got a few little intervals just to kind of spice the legs up a bit. Yeah, it's like hot today, really hot. Yeah, not really a cloud in the sky. It's quite windy though, so I think it won't feel too bad on the bike. But yeah, I think definitely feels hotter and more humid than Kona. Fun. Lots of traffic. I've literally never had it like this before.
Really?
So good.
Yeah, I loved it.
With it being cold as well.
Yeah.
Good. Oh yeah. Refreshing like the Mexicans apparently. Cold coconut. Very good. Oh, yeah. It's toasty today. So what do you reckon? A bit of salsa? Is that quite spicy? It's 2 days before the race. It's been a pretty good day. Had a little swim this morning. Went to a little supermarket shop to get all my chicken and rice. I've registered, had pro briefing, and yeah, the rest of my day has basically been cooking rice, eating chicken. Also had a very good massage. So yeah, feeling alright, I think. Achilles still isn't brilliant, but just see what it does on the day. If it warms up, it warms up. If it doesn't, then yeah, I have to make a call on the day. But yeah, otherwise body feels good. So got another few logistics tomorrow of we've got to drop our run transition bags in T2, which is quite near me. Then got to probably ride down to T1, drop the bike off, and then yeah, I'll probably try and have a little look at swim start on the way back maybe. But yeah, T1 is quite far down. I reckon that's maybe 10-15k out of town. So yeah, it's gonna be slight logistics tomorrow. And I've got a little swim and a little bike to fit in as well. So probably do that in the morning. But yeah, or maybe swim, they've cancelled the practice swim because it's gonna be too choppy tomorrow. But we'll see. Maybe it'll be okay. Maybe I can hop in a bit. I kind of want to see what the current's like around there, but yeah, we'll see. We shall see. Today's guilty pleasure. Been topping up my my rubbish reading. So I'm getting all my stuff ready. So yeah, bike stuff, obviously simple. Got my shoes, got my helmet. I'm actually gonna go sunglasses rather than visor just because of how hot it is. Yeah, I think I need a little bit more breeze on my face. So yeah, so I've done that. And then run stuff, pretty much, yeah, same as Kona really. I've got my hat with the Omius in it, sunglasses, watch, a couple of gels. I'm gonna have a little squeezy bottle to run with initially. Trainers, socks, bib. Yeah, simples. So day before race day, almost done all the important bits. I haven't done the most important bits yet, which is the go rack my bike and my run bag, but I'm doing that a bit later because it's obviously baking hot right now in the middle of the day, so I didn't want to be out in the sun whilst it's this hot, and also I don't really want my bikes out in the sun in the heat for longer than it needs to be, so I'm going to go down about 3ish. Yeah, pretty toasty today. The wind has died down massively. It was quite windy this morning when I was out on the bike, but yeah, I'm kind of hoping for a bit of wind on the bike so it doesn't feel quite as hot. yeah, otherwise pretty good. Had like a little ride this morning, then went for a little swim in the sea again, and yeah, now just been feet up, eating more, getting all my stuff ready, and just trying to get ready for the race. Yeah, feeling pretty good about it. Like I said, the kiddies haven't been amazing this week, but just hope that it comes around for race day. I'm doing a couple of things a little bit differently to Kona, just because of the heat, and I'm in like the second, like I'm pretty much probably the week before when my period comes, and my core body temperature is therefore a bit higher. Like mine tends to be maybe about half a degree hotter, which is quite a lot when you're already out in a hot place. So making a couple of changes. One is not wearing the visor on my helmet and just wearing glasses, so you just get a little bit more breeze around the face. I don't think that's a game changer, but I think it makes a like marginal, maybe like 1% difference, which I think will be helpful. And I'm also going to ride with the bladder for some extra hydration, just so I've got like an extra sort of litre and a half. Also partly so I don't have to slow down as much at all the aid stations. There's actually aid stations pretty much every 12k, which is loads, so lots of opportunity, but I've heard that the second and third laps, because then you've got the age groupers, it can be a bit harder always getting water, and I think she's going so fast basically I don't want to lose as much speed having to stop like every aid station, so I thought if I've got the bladder with me just for that extra bit of water, that will help. And then I'm going to leave, actually similar to Kona, like we don't have pro fluid station here, but we have got a run special needs, and I'm going to make sure I've got a few bottles of hydration in that, just because even though again we've got aid stations every 1k, which is pretty good, but it's sometimes quite hard to actually like grab stuff and get proper water. So yeah, hopefully that helps. And yeah, I think everything else is pretty similar to Kona in terms of setup, kit I'm using, etc. So hopefully I can have a little bit of a better day than Kona. We'll see. Yes, I'm hoping to have quite a big gap into T2. It's always hard to know, and I think especially on this kind of course as well, because it's 3 loops and there'll be quite a lot of age groupers around, I think that can often affect the dynamics just because there are other people around. So a bit like when I did New Yorker in 2021, like there were women that got brought back into the picture because of some of the groups of men around. So yeah, like I don't know, but I would hope either way to have a gap of some sorts coming into T2, and given some of the calibre of runners, I will need a gap coming into T2, because there's, I reckon there's at least 2 or 3 women that will run fairly comfortably sub 3 in those conditions. Probably Garutza, like she won the race last year. She always runs really well. She's really good in the heat. She's got not something to prove, but as in she's got all the extra motivation because she wasn't able to race Kona because she got ill just before. So I think, yeah, Garutza, Kylie Simpson, again, actually just seems a really strong bike runner now. And I guess she'll have the advantage, like me, of the swim, that she's not losing as much time as she usually would. There's someone else who I know can run really well, but I can't remember who it is now off the top of my head. But yeah, I think like it's just one of those races where you don't quite know what's going to happen. And like I said, with the like dynamics of the laps, like it could actually change the race a little bit. But yeah, hopefully it'll just be a nice place to race. Hopefully we get nice conditions. It'd be good for it to be a relatively fast day, so I'm not out there as long.
What's your Ironman PB?
Good question. So I think I'm gonna have to look it up. Well, I'm gonna bloody count this one as a PB if I get it. Oh, I'll beat Israel, I think. Yeah, Israel 8:41, which this should be quite a lot faster. Unless, yeah, because like the swim should be at least 10 minutes faster because of the current. And then, yeah, the bike, like Israel actually had like a few hills in and it was quite windy, whereas this is like completely flat. Obviously I've been eyeing up how fast the fastest spikes have been. And I should be able to go sub 4:30, but it goes up and down quite a bit in terms of how windy it is. So, and you're not allowed a disc wheel, so I think that kind of balances it out a little bit. And then yeah, like I said, run-wise, hopefully I'll run similar to Israel, if not a bit faster. We'll see. Sub 8:30 would be nice. Yeah, Indy, I'm coming. I'm coming for you.